if you're looking at folk royalty, then you can't ask for more or better than Mr. Tom Paxton. Everybody has recorded his songs. Everybody knows his songs, and he's just a warm and wonderful man, and we are so pleased to be able to welcome him onto the bridge. Hiya, Tom. Nice to see
you. Hi, Mark.
How
you doing?
I'm doing very well, sir, and I don't know what the weather's like over there, but it's snowing over here.
Oh, get away.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. It's about -5 and it's snowing.
Oh, my God.
So you'll be... We'll order the sunshine for when you arrive in the UK.
Let that be over by the time I get there, please.
Now then, Tom, you're on tour in the UK, and looking forward to it?
Yes, I always look forward to touring in the UK. I don't look forward so much to the travel.
Yeah.
But once I'm there, I have a wonderful time, and see a lot of my old mates, and Ralph McTell and Danny Thompson, and
yeah.
All the usual suspects.
Names to conjure with.
Yeah.
I mean, when did you first tour over in the UK then, Tom?
1965. Can you believe it?
Good gracious me. Yeah.
You weren't even born then, were you?
I was, unfortunately, sir. Yes, I was. But there you go. We won't go into that. 1965. So I presume for you, as the folk music scene or the music scene generally changed a lot since '65.
Well, it has and it hasn't. It still comes down to a song.
Yeah.
Is it a song to move you or not? So it's still the same in that respect. And I haven't been in many clubs in recent years, but I'm sure they're pretty much the same format they always were.
Yeah.
There just aren't as many of them.
Yeah, because of course the internet has made a huge difference. There's been a sea change in music and in people's access to music.
Right, and also there seems to be a sea change going on in pubs.
Yes. Yeah, indeed. I mean, we've certainly in the UK, pubs are we're not quite. They're not a dying breed, but there are we lose hundreds of them every year.
Well, you can't afford to lose hundreds of them.
No, absolutely.
They really are the backbone of the folk movement. I mean, I would come home from my first couple tours in England, and I would tell my pals at the Gaslight, you can't believe it. It's Saturday night every night.
Yes.
You might be in Birmingham on a Monday night. When in the Gaslight in Greenwich Village, there would be tumbleweed blowing through the place. But in the folk club, it's absolutely packed because that's folk night.
Yes, yeah.
And so I went from Saturday night to Saturday night, 7 nights a week. It was quite a discovery to me.
Yes, yeah. I mean, with the touring and coming over and performing live, I presume one of the joys for yourself, Tom, and the reason you keep doing it is because of the enjoyment of performing to a live audience.
I love it. I'm an old ham, I tell people that when I was I think 7, I was in a school in Chicago, and I played Uncle Sam, with the little cotton goatee and the striped suit. People applauded, and I thought, well, I like that.
Yeah.
I'll have some more of that, please.
Yes.
And I still feel that way, And these days, I travel with my friend Robin Bullock. Will be playing with me once again. I think UK audience is getting to know him well through traveling with me.
Yeah.
And he's not only a brilliant musician, but he's great fun to travel with. So
yes.
That makes it nice for me.
Yeah, because I guess, I mean, you mentioned the amount of travelling that you do when you're on tour. How long is this particular tour then, Tom?
Oh, it's not long. I can't do the long ones anymore. There are a lot of reasons why. My wife's an invalid, so I need to be home more.
Yeah.
But this one will just be 7 dates, I think, with 1 day off in between.
Right.
And that's enough.
Yes. Well, it's always a pleasure to welcome you back to the UK, Tom. And I know you have an absolute legion of fans over here. You certainly have a legion of fans here in the Black Country, as we call it. And we've now. As far as
why do you call it the Black Country?
Well, now you're asking a question, aren't you? There are a number of reasons for that. One of the reasons is said to be because of the amount of coal mining that went on in the local area, and also the other one is because it dates from the Industrial Revolution with all the factory chimneys.
Sure.
So that's why it's.
I like that part of the country very much.
Yes, well, as I say, and we know that you're coming to Birmingham. You're going to be at the town hall in Birmingham, and you've played there a few times, haven't you?
Yes, I have. I played there the first time, I think, in '67. You know, the old hall.
That's right. Yeah.
And I always enjoyed that hall a lot. You know, sometimes we'd have seating on the stage or in the choir and stuff. But I must say that it's spectacular now. What they've done with it.
Yeah. Oh yes, yeah. Well, we did it especially because we knew you were coming. You see, Tom.
I know. It took a few years to arrange it.
Absolutely.
Kept insisting.
Yeah.
No, I'm not coming back until you fix the town hall.
Yeah, I don't think the dressing rooms are any different though.
They are. They're better.
Oh right. Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what about recording, Tom?
I'm getting ready to record. I'm kind of tentatively thinking it'll be sometime in July.
Right. And are we going to see? Are we going to hear any new Tom Paxton songs?
You will. Yeah, you'll hear several new songs on this tour.
Right. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, where do you? I mean, you know, when you sit down to write a song, or do you sit down to write a song? Is it something that comes? So it's not necessarily an organic process as such. You hear a tune and think, oh, I'll do something with that. Is it more about sitting down and saying, right, I'm going to write something today?
Well, it's like that, except for those occasions when I'm walking down the street and God actually taps me on the shoulder and said, here's a song for you, mate.
Yeah.
Except for those occasions, I actually sit down and have to work at it.
Right. So it's I like the interesting use there, because is it then hard work? Is it something that you have to sort of discipline yourself to do, Tom?
You have to discipline yourself to do it, and right now my discipline's not so great. Thank you very much. But you have to sit down and open the notebook and get down to it and go ahead with all the frustration, false starts, many false starts, much rubbish, before you finally begin to find a thread of something.
Yeah.
And then it starts to get rewarding. Until then, it's really a slog.
Yes. Yeah. Well, long may you consider being disciplined enough to slog through that and to present us with such wonderful, wonderful music, Tom.
Thanks, Mark.
And we look forward to, as I say, to welcoming you back to the UK. 26th of April, you'll be at Birmingham Town Hall. And,
what a pleasure it'll be.
And the pleasure will be all ours, sir. And for all your fans, from all your fans here in the Black Country and in the UK, thank you for the music, and we'll look forward to seeing you in April.
Terrific.
All right, thanks, Tom.
Thanks a million.
All right, that's brilliant. Thank you very much, Tom.